Back, oh, that's Valsecchi going over the top. Or is it Nasr?
Very difficult to see, but that was
There's
Nasr.
Valsecchi. Valsecchi gets hit by the back of Cecotto's car. It's Nasr that goes over the back of the Ocean. So out already, Onidi, Texera, Nasr, Guerin, Dillman, Coletti, Cecotto, Valsecchi and Riquelme. Serenelli has stopped out on track as well. That's on board with Davide Valsecchi.
Made a good job in releasing the steering wheel. I don't know if you paid attention to that, but the violence in which once you hit the bar, you really got to leave that steering wheel alone, because it's just easily, you break your thumbs easily on that.
And on the streets of the Principality, we're racing in GP2, a slow getaway from Cecotto, lots of wheel spin, great start from Mitch Evans. Alongside Cecotto now comes Fabio Lima, trying to go around the outside, lock up and brakes, and Evans takes the lead. Cecotto has ruined that, and over the top of him goes Fabio Lima. Carambolage at turn one.
Okay, that's going to be red flag probably.
Must be red flagged. Lots going on down there. We've got Dillman into the back of Riquelme, is that, or is that Ericsson? Yeah. It's a big old mess down there. We've got Leal into the back of Palmer. Freins is in there. We've got Trummer. Rossi's in it as well. And that is what happens here in Monaco. And safety car is out. On board with Coletti. Around Canamassas coming down the start-finish straight. Great start from the Monegasque. Let's have a look ahead of us as Cecotto goes straight in.
He's not aggressive at all. It's just he's got no room to go to.
And there's just nowhere to go, is there?
There's nowhere to go. And I don't think his suspensions are damaged, but you see Cecotto is like not even trying to make the corner, just
crazy. Oof, tell you, Jolien was lucky there with all the debris coming up over the side of the car. Riding on board with Alexander Rossi, right in the middle of the mix. Lock up, gets it turned in, and then and it was Palmer being spun that caused all of that, wasn't it? Everybody got tucked up behind.
I think Palmer just tried to avoid
yeah, of course. Well, Chacon hit the back of Bird, and all of that mess then spun Palmer around.
And then Lacey is going through on the inside and taking Prost, and so is Berger, and that's it. Berger hits Prost. Are they going to stop the race? This is the right-hander just before the Mirabeau, and you can see that the thing that we...
It was all over. It went wrong for Patrick Tambay, whose Lola did a barrel roll at head height and returned to earth in the form of junk, from which Tambay unbelievable.
It stops. Sergio Perez leads as the safety car is out here in Monaco.
Perez in the pits here.
Hopintung's car craned out of the way, safety car in.
Going down, I would imagine. Let's have a look. What? Oh, there he goes, right over the back of a McLaren of Coulthard. Coulthard with no...
He drove a very intelligent race.
And that's Piquet's car and Patrese going off. Riccardo Patrese in the Alfa Romeo, and this is lap.
And oh, hold on, we've got a replay here. Then what happened? Oh no, please. Is that? I thought it was both teammates together again. It's not. It was Ollie Turvey ahead of him. Little slide coming into the swimming pool. Tries to get together. Oh, jumps over there. And is that a ruptured? No.
No, he lost the back end coming in. That's what happened. He turned into the left-hander. He lost the back end. That set him out wide, and then he went over the curb.
2 wins this year at South Africa and Brazil, and there goes Prost off, as did Arnoux. My goodness, what about Patrese now? That tells you how...
Down into... Watch. Oh, the back end gets away, and then it just grabs the car, pulls it to the barrier, and that was a fairly substantial little thump. And again, got a second bite of it, and that... on
hard. Jos Verstappen was trying, and perhaps a little too hard in the end. Into Rascasse, the same corner that David Coulthard...
Very slow away, but he has managed to get going. Just edging Dillman towards the wall. Oh no, and Riquelme and Collado have touched, and Riquelme's out at the first corner. So contact down there at turn 1, and Palmer's into the lead. Collado is second, Chilton third. Then it's Guido van der Garde as they ride up the hill side by side, and a spinner at the top of the hill. dreadful place. Oh, and someone's gone airborne over the back of the ocean. It's the dams, and I think it's Davide Valsecchi as the drivers all come to a halt coming up into Massenet, and that was all sparked by the ADAX, I think, of Cecotto. Just spinning at the top of the hill, there is Davide Valsecchi.
When he crashed his McLaren heavily under braking for the tricky Saint-Devote right-hander. Of course.
Reutemann second, Jones third, Lafitte fourth, and that is Derek Daly and Jean-Pierre Jarier, and the rest of the car stationary.
It's a back corner, just kissing the Armco barrier on the left-hand side, perhaps thinking already about the corner afterwards, but putting oil and water on the race.
L'ultimo tempo oggi è vicinissimo alle McLaren.
Questo è il secondo incidente di Ginetta.
Penso che stasera ci sia una squadra triste.
As he heads up, oh look, car failure, left rear tucked underneath. Scary accident, went over 170 miles an hour as you pop over the top there. And it looked as if his left rear...
Great weekend for ART. Here we are again, brake too late, missed the apex, and then was like 20 kilometers too fast and hit the wall.
Oof. That can catch up with you incredibly quickly, can't it, Luca? That first corner. How easy is it to make that kind of a mistake down there?
Saturday started out in dramatic fashion. Nico Rosberg.
The very good protective barriers, the second impact against the unyielding metal barriers, and I don't know if he made it a third one against the inside barrier.
Has got to be just now. So let's see it once again. We weren't expecting to see this. Jordan King under braking, Gasly in the middle of the road. King thinks he's going to the outside and gets air in that racing engineering car. Big impact, and then scraping along the wall.
Yeah, I'm a bit wounded.
And I'm not surprised, that was a big impact.
Yeah, I was not expecting that at all. I thought they'd both just be cutting the chicane. Instead, King launching over the back of Gasly. King committed to the outside on the brakes, and Gasly just meandered over.
High-speed crash, and it was simply a case of apparently okay but taking no risks.
Yes, that's...
And Frentzen, I think, is going to take too much curb, bounces off and straight into the wall.
But luckily he's done it right underneath the crane from the looks of...
It's down now, Vettel is just 1.5 seconds. Here we go. Oh, truly got it wrong, coming over the top there of Chanduk. And he seemed to be holding his helmet there, and his head and Webber...
And that is going to be very difficult to get the tyres up to temperature. Markelov, oh dear, that is a clumsy one. Knew he was going, well, he's panicked there, really, hasn't he? Oh, big impact, and you see pushing the, not only pushing the Tech Pro, but pushing the Armco back as well. Here's why we're under red flag conditions then. Markelov locked up. That's a huge hit when you see it in real time.
Comes through past Petrov. And now the leaders are going to get mixed up in all of this lot as well.
And there's damage there, there's contact. There'll be safety car for sure now, Martin.
Petrov in the wall.
The replay. And as he just gets out on the dirty line there, entering. He never even made the apex. He was already on his way to the Armco. So, you know, very unusual error. I'd be interested to see what Martin thinks on that.
Cow, Matsushita got it wrong. Is he going to be clipping the curb? He is. You can't do that. A lot of speed, too much curb, and that is what will happen if you fall foul of the giant curb on the exit of the swimming pool.
Massa, another lock-up, absolutely identical crash, or start of the crash.
Hopefully there's something down there, softish to hit, and he'll be thinking, what is going on? I've not done anything differently, and I'm into the barriers. And I just hope there's some soft barriers down here because the car...
Battle resumed between Fulco, who is in the car. That is such a big moment there for Galeo.
It all happened actually before he comes into sight there. His rear end gets a real big twitch on, which doesn't allow him to sort of rotate the car to turn left. By the time he got control back again, then that was where that curve was going to come. And he knew very much so that that curve is going to be a very, very hard hit. And as you saw the car fly.
Ravel chicane. We see Chilton then. Oh,
goodness.
That was with Maldonado, who has gone back.
That'll be, surely that's a safety car. And we got somebody else in there as well.
And that was Bianchi then going in to the barrier that had wrapped it.
Why? De Vries had to pit as well when he did. Here it is. Oh, he's just gone over the curve and then caught the car in a bad way. Hit that yellow curb. So he doesn't touch the barrier on the right-hand side. He just throws the car over the yellow curb too much around turn 15. And yeah, into the barrier it goes. The car gets craned away from Aitken.
A little bit comfortable. This could be why you shouldn't be feeling too comfortable for a while. And Verstappen goes straight into the barrier.
With it, but it just misread that. It got in hot. I think he would have made the move. He tried to do the dummy and switch sides.
On the second part, and that's just launched him into the wall. There we go. Bang. And the marshals very quick to recover from running for cover and wheel that car back.
And then out into the daylight, under braking, just lost the rear the minute he put his brakes on and
flashing away. There were loads of men on the track, men and women maybe, on the track. Double wave yellows telling the drivers, people on track.
Out of Q1, a sort of 16 flat. If you're looking at Romain Grosjean, that would mean...
Oh dear! So precise.
And that is how easy it is here to be on a fantastic lap, and then it all goes...
Oh, he's all action right now. Oh! And that's horrible. That's a big crash. He'd been on the limit all the way through. He'd been into the barriers before, and that's a big crash to bring out the red flag. And Jake Hughes wringing the neck of that car and going beyond into the barrier. And the marshal immediately checking in to see if he's all right. Big crash at the swimming pool section. He's lost the front wing as he goes to the inside. So swimming pool now begins.
Yeah,
there goes the
the front wing.
And then he's a passenger at that point. And it is one of the more thrilling places to watch motor racing in the world. But of course, no runoff, no get out, and a big job for Van Amersfoort Racing to do.
Very few places a race car feels faster than on the run out of to back and then through the swimming pool. Intimidating piece of racetrack.
Yeah, he's already had an incident long before he got to that point. On the zebra crossing, it was a zebra crossing, lit up the rear tyres, spat him straight into the...
Probably be against the rules.
Here's another replay.
Brabham, and Pironi looks to be perfectly all right. And that passing manoeuvre was at the Mirabeau, where lap after lap he had tried to get past it.
Much an uncomfortable, awkward angle. Let's have a look. You see Jenson Button does go down the inside, and then Pascal does get launched.
For ourselves. So Jenson's been frustrated, hasn't he?
Oh, look how fast Sainz came up on Verstappen, and then look how quickly things developed after that.
It's very quick.
Is Leclerc's problem, and is Leclerc actually going to go for it here? And oh, he can't stop! And he has gone straight on into Brendan Hartley. You can see yes, there's a huge amount of debris. This virtual safety car's not going to last long.
He saw a big puff there. You did see his left front.
Big moment. That's an accident for Victor Martins and Massenet corner. No, it's doing in the other car. The full safety car is out.
Oh, they do such a great job allowing us to run the race. Here's the dramatic moment. Oh, his front wing's broken.
Front wing, yeah. So he's had contact. I mean, there was no one around. He wasn't racing anybody, so...
Théo Pourchaire, it's going to be a one-lap wonder at the end of qualifying. He's managed to cool the tyre down and go again.
So at the moment, Teo Pourchaire has put it on the front row for the second feature race around Monaco of the year. But Hughes, he's all action right now. Oh! And that's horrible. That's a big crash. He'd been on the limit all the way through. He'd been into the barriers before, and that's a big crash to bring out the red flag. And Jake Hughes wringing the neck of that car.
Should think that's not looking good. Let's take another look.
I think Lapierre's coming around the outside of the circuit here. You can see that as he converges, the track narrows, he gets flicked up into the air. Well, that's goverty, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's Lapierre.
Yeah.
And he comes crashing down very hard, and that does hurt, believe me. Nothing serious, but it does hurt.
Yeah, Lapierre ran over the back of one of the Durango cars. I'm not sure whether he'd already got hit by this car, Gomendy, before that, or whether Lapierre made his own mistake running into the car in front of him. So it might have been two separate incidents there. And look to the left, because several other cars then got involved too, didn't they?
I think Lapierre just ran out of road. He was trying to come around the outside of the circuit. It narrows there quite drastically, and just got squeezed and had nowhere to go.
Oh, Eric Boulier there on the right, Jean-Paul Driot in the middle of the Dams team, and it's they've had problems there.
But he's still running ahead of Liuzzi as they go up the hill into the Casino Square. They've collided! Oh, a big accident at Massenet going into the Casino Square.
Barrier either trying to avoid oil or and that's Blundell. My goodness, this could be very dangerous indeed. That is Mark Blundell.
La progression et il s'est envolé ensuite à la hauteur du bureau de tabac, s'arrêtant en porte-à-faux sur les barres de sécurité. Voilà, alors on a fait 26 tours, on est en safety car.